Stadium in Athens. As we roll into Week 12 in our coverage of EA Sports College Football, these are the types of games that can help define your season. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Georgia Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
This is a bright and beautiful day, but I can tell you the temperature is chilly. Not always used to these kind of temperatures here. They are ready to have some heaters on the sideline. I see players trying to warm their hands. Particularly important for the wide receivers. They do have gloves on, and the quarterbacks trying to keep their hands warm to see how it impacts the passing game here today. Back to you.
Keep that Super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Dragged down after working his way. Those feet were pitter-pattering as he picked up 6.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Right back to the well. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Moving out to the right. Trying to find his man in the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on 4th down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. The run inside. It's Frazier. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and 3. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Working that left side now. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
As a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
We knew coming into this one, the passing attack, they were going to attack all areas of the field. And right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big one.
He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Push down for the tackle.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on third down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Out of the shotgun on third down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Georgia comes quickly to the line. To the air. It's Stockton. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on third down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical third down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right here.
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. And he'll hum it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog!
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Going to try. There he goes. 2-yard line. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing Reed. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Got it right in the heart of the end zone. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's a give to Frazier. Makes it past the marker. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. And the Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Back to throw, it's Stockton. He lets one fly deep. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Picked off, and this one could go all the way back. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas A&M. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is blocked. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick-6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick-6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Just a short pass to the tight end. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a 1st down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Makes the grab on the left. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
But one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't hang on, it's incomplete, and you can't worry about the footsteps when you're running those crossing routes. It'll be 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Maybe some room here. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. They make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact, but they do in situations like that. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Ready to fire from the pistol. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Second down coming up. They'll go right back to the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On the gun, on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Going to take a shot at this DB. He's got it down the field. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on 3rd down from their own 20. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Stockton. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, these running backs, they've been put into challenging situations. That's the 3rd time in the game on 4th they've decided to hand it off, and these guys have just found a way to make sure that they're able to keep these drives going.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for 1 final play of the half. On 3rd down, here's Frazier. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. It is good. Now up by 4 here in the 3rd quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's open things up with North Texas, taking on the number 24 team, the Purdue Boilermakers. And it's the Mean Green. setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, what a move. At the 45 on his way. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and then before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
That's the story today in this game. The coverage defensively has been so good. They seem to always be in the back pocket of these intended targets, and they swat another pass away incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Reed fires to the tight end.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Now here's Reed. Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Reed to the air again. Throws it deep. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Turning it on! Got enough for the first. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Still on his feet at the 45. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 of the 19.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll move the tight end. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
This touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Running inside. It's Morrow. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Right back to him on the ground. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Texas A&M going quickly. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 35, he's got room. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
They go to the wide receiver screen. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25. But here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Here's Reed to throw. Here's a heat. It's complete to the left. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Oh, they're after him. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
You want to talk about versatility at the linebacker spot, and this guy is it. He had 2 interceptions in his last game. That's his first pick in this one. He's good stopping the run. He can go sideline to sideline. He can blitz. He can spy. And, man, he is really good in coverage.
Quickly complete. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41?
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Handoff for Frazier. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
There's a crease. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? In a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Unloads quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Fouls through the defense. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting?
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
Flips it out in the flat. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. The Aggies racing to the line in the hurry-up. Gets the back moving. Reed. Snagged out of the air. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out. It's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Here's the pressure. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. Three yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morrow. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing Reed. He'll pull it down. Got a 1st down. Feeds him the stiff arm, and he's running free. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. In the red area, it's Morrow. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Now on the option. The pitch. Touchdown, Aggies! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Why not double the try total and go for 2? Tight end now in motion. Reed. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, but there is a flag in the holding zone. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quick release by the QB. Snags it, there's running room. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
I think you got to try to win it here. Don't run the risk of going to overtime. The run inside. It's Frazier. Turns it on in midfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Frazier. Here's a little room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Reed to throw. He's taking the deep shot. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel